Hey guys, the Gamer Geek here, the stereotypical British gamer, and welcome to this piece of gameplay. It's MW2 Derail on 39.5, and I'm really pleased with this piece of gameplay. I'm going to kind of explain why in this commentary, kind of spark the whole thing, and normally when I'm at home I will have a good PC monitor I'll be playing on. I will have decent internet, 6 meg download. I know that doesn't sound too great, but it would get me 4 or 5 bar on Call of Duty. It's really all I need. And I would have my FPS freaks on my controller. I would be nice and set up. I can hear everything coming. Just see it fine, and I can play to the best that I can. And you take me out of that setup and you bring me into this apartment that I am in Cyprus on my holiday, and I have 2 meg download maximum, which will get me a maximum of 3 bars on Call of Duty. I can't plug my gaming headset into the TV. There's no headphone jack, which is what I require. I didn't bring in any adapters to change the red and white audio outputs into a headphone jack, unfortunately. And I'm listening to the TV. I'm on a TV that's HD ready, so it's kind of the first HD TVs, and the refresh rate isn't too great on them. And as I said, the internet's not too great. So you take me out of what I'm normally playing on. I brought my FPS freaks mainly because they were small. I could just pop them in my bag. Works really well. But you see, you take me out of my general gaming situation and put me to this. And immediately on Black Ops, I was doing absolutely appalling. I was playing how I normally played, and my normal playstyle is kind of like a rushing playstyle. I will run into buildings and really aggressive kind of playstyle. And I just couldn't cope because the game wasn't loading everything fast enough. I wasn't seeing the enemies as fast as I normally would, and they would see me and they would kill me before I had a chance to do anything about it. It was really frustrating. So I kind of had to think, right, okay, we're gonna have to play differently here. This isn't working. And I had to change my gaming style completely. I had to kind of hold back, see where my teammates are going, see where they're getting killed, and kind of put the odds in my favor. So if I had to react to something a little bit slower, I would have that time to do something. And yeah, that changed the way I play completely. And for some reason, I'm getting on with MW2 a little bit better. I went into MW2, I had this gameplay on my second go, so I'm going to play a bit more MW2, I think, while I'm here, because I'm enjoying it quite a bit more. It's just playing right. I don't know why, but it just is. But there we go. MW2 is a great game anyway, so I always enjoy playing that. And yeah, it just kind of sparked this, this commentary to me to think that, you get so used to all the aids that help you in a sense, It's really in the past couple of weeks before I came on holiday that I really got into my gaming headset and really using it a lot more, because before, when you first get a gaming headset, it's great and all, but you never know, I never noticed the difference. You really have to learn how to sound hoarse. It's not something you can do straight away. Most people think, oh, I get a gaming headset, I'm amazing straight away, I can hear everything. In a sense, yeah, the headset's giving you everything, but if you don't quite know what keys to listen for, and if you really just don't have that skill, then it's just useless almost. So it took me a while, but I'm actually starting to really hear things with my gaming headset now. I can hear people coming up behind me. I think Black Ops is one of the best games for sound hoarding. I think MW3 wasn't so good at doing that, from my personal opinion. You may find what MW3 works differently for you, but Black Ops was definitely a good one for me. And you rely on all this stuff, and all of a sudden you get taken out of that, and you just have to dramatically change the way you play because it just isn't working in your favor anymore. I was talking to X-Shaws over at Eurogamer this year and about Black Ops 2. I was just talking about it in general, what he thought about it, and he said, it was a great game, but I am so used to my equipment back at home, I just wasn't playing up to my full standard. I wasn't doing as well as I normally would because of my equipment. And he's got a point. He normally has a 2 milliseconds, he said to me, or yeah, something like that, 2 millisecond refresh rate on his monitor. He would have a scuff gaming controller, gaming headset, Astros, and you get taken out of that and you give a stock gaming controller, and a basic Turtle Beach, and it's just so much harder because you're not used to it and things like that. So it just makes you think, and I had to change my playstyle completely. I kind of also wanted to find out, what kind of gaming setups do you have? Do you have an amazing gaming setup? Do you have all these, Astros and Scuff gaming controllers and brilliant monitors? Or are you what I would call hardcore? Are you dumb to the basics, You got your stock gaming controller and you just do amazing with that. It'd be really cool to know, because I am thinking about getting a Scuff gaming controller because, I'm playing a lot more Xbox 360. I was always a PS3 gamer, and that's just how I used to be. And then I kind of realized that, okay, Call of Duty is more towards the Xbox. I picked up an Xbox, I think it was like a 60 gig for about £60, £60–70. So that was quite a good deal, and I picked it up for that reason. It was secondhand, and I really agree that Call of Duty is better on the Xbox. And the drawback that was like unfortunately I've got to pay for Xbox Live. That's coming up at the end of next month. Got to pay for that, so that's the downside. But in general, Call of Duty is better to play on that. So I'm playing more on that, but I just don't get on with the joysticks, like the actual sticks themselves. I don't get on with them as much as I did with the PS3 one. The dome really suits me. So I may go down the scuff route, mainly because of those sticks, that, you know, I want them to feel good for me. Unfortunately, I'm not big enough for Scuff to give me anything to try out to see if I like them, but they're quite expensive. I'm spending a lot of money already. Medal of Honor, Black Ops, Need for Speed when that comes out, and Xbox Live when that goes down. So I've got a lot I need to pay for lately, but not a lot of money to pay for things. So it's gonna be interesting, but it's definitely on my to buy list. A Scuff gaming controller, I think it's the next best thing to get on the Xbox to give you that kind of good feeling. Because from other people, they've said that there isn't anything else that kind of gives you that PS3 round thumbstick feeling as the Scuff do. So if you've got a Scuff controller, let me know what you think of it. Would you advise me to get one on the Xbox or not? And also let me know what kind of setup you have. It'd be really interesting to see what you guys use as well as I've shared with mine. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Goodbye.